Had old-time grease on my calloused hands. The diesel drone's the only prayer I'd understand. This coat of dust on everything I own, starting to feel like it's seeping to the bone. The sky was bruised, a purple gray and mean. The ugliest sunset I think I've ever seen. Just another Tuesday fading into rust, another day of breathing in the devil's dust. But heading down that hollow road where the creek runs thick and brown, my eyes were tired of looking up, so I was looking down. Then the sun bled out across the ridge, a fire in the gray. Stretched out on that humming wire, it took my breath away. Not a sparrow or a raven, not a blackbird or a dove, just a single note of scarlet sent from somewhere high above. These power lines, they cut the sky like scars across the land. A promise of a brighter world I'll never understand. They carry all that humming noise to towns I'll never see. But tonight that wire was holding something sacred just for me. Yeah, I pulled the truck right over, killed the engine, and I stared at a little bit of heaven hanging in the open air. 'Cause the sun bled out across the ridge, a fire in the gray. Stretched out on that humming wire, it took my breath away. Not a sparrow or a raven, not a blackbird or a dove, just a single note of scarlet sent from somewhere high above. Some folks see the face of God in a stained glass window pane. I see it in the little things that stand against the rain. A stubborn flower in the crack of a forgotten street, or the angel on the power line, so perfect and complete. And the sun bled out across the ridge, a fire in the grate. Stretched out on that humming wire, it took my breath away. Not a sparrow or a raven, not a blackbird or a dove, just a single note of scarlet sent from somewhere high above. Yeah, the sun bled out across the ridge, a fire in the grate. Stretched out on that humming wire, it took my breath away. They can keep The sycamore is whispering low, a story that the valley knows, about how the rock was split for coal and took a piece of this land's soul. The river's tired, the air is thin, let the healing now begin. Hush the engine, kill the light, and hold the darkness of the night.
Oh, let the mountains sleep tonight beneath a blanket of starlight. Let the hollows hold their breath, save them from a million deaths. Just let the mountains sleep.
Begin to spark, the drills all bite into the dark. They scar the face with lines of gray and haul the heart of it away. Let the creek bed find its stone, not the color of the rust and bone. Let the silence be the sound that settles on this holy ground.
Oh, let the mountains sleep tonight beneath a blanket of starlight. Let the hollows hold their breath and save them from a million deaths. Just let the mountains sleep.
Take the timber, take the scene, live out someone else's dream. 'Cause what's the sun to build upon when all the mountain strength is gone? What story's left for him to tell? Just an empty hollow shell.
Beneath a blanket of starlight, let the hollows hold their breath, save them from a million deaths. Just let the mountains sleep.
Oh God, let the mountains sleep tonight. Wash their weary faces white. Let the fiddles and the rain wash away these man-made stains, and let the mountains sleep. The sycamore is whispering low, a story that the valley knows. They write their songs of fire and flash, of whiskey nights and rust, but they don't know the way the ash still holds the heat for us. I remember 22 in that long summer haze, before we watch the bankers take the deed and the color from your face.
This love ain't paper, ain't glass. It wasn't built for show. It's the stone foundation of this house that the winter winds all know.
It's got the cracks of every storm. It's stubborn, cold, and true. This love ain't pretty, darling, but it was made of me and you. We raised 3 kids on overtime and prayers whispered late. The floorboards groaned a worried tune about the food upon the plate. Fear was a chill in this old house that the wood stove couldn't fight. But your hand in mine in the dark of night was my only guiding light.
This love ain't paper, it ain't glass. It wasn't built for show. It's the stone foundation of this house that the winter winds all know.
It's got the cracks of every storm. It's stubborn, cold, and true. This love ain't pretty, darling, but it was made of me and you. Silver thread, and my hands begin to shake, and I pray to God for every dawn that my eyes will get to wake. 'Cause I don't know a world without your breathing next to mine. This house would fall, the hills would weep at the end of our time.
This love ain't paper, it ain't glass. It wasn't built for show. It's the stone foundation of this house that the winter winds all know. It's got the cracks of every storm. It's stubborn, cold, and true. This love ain't pretty, darling, but it was made of me and you. It's the stone foundation of this house that the winter winds all know. It's got the cracks of every storm. It's stubborn, cold, and true. This love ain't pretty, darling, but it was made of me and you. No, it ain't pretty, darling.
This King James Bible smells of dust and rain, set on a nightstand through the joy and pain. 10 years of quiet in this house have passed. Some kind of silence are built to last. I picked it up the leather cold and worn, and a paper ghost with pages torn fell to the floor. It was her picture in a Bible, faded to black and white, tucked between the verse on struggle and the one about the light. A bookmark made a memory, a smile I'd never known. Her picture in a Bible made this empty house a home. She must have been just 21, I guess. In a cotton dress, her hair a lovely mess, leaning on that sycamore down by the creek. Before the calloused hands and tired feet, her eyes held every sunrise yet to come, not knowing she would one day have a son who looked like her. It was her picture in a Bible, faded but black and white, tucked between the verse on struggle and the one about the light. A bookmark made of memory, a smile I'd never known. Her picture in a Bible made this empty house a home. Her faith was like that porch swing chain we had. It held our way through all the good and bad. And I think she put it there so we would find the only piece of her she'd leave behind. Not a warning, not a final desperate plea, just a promise between Psalm 23 and 24. It's just her picture in a Bible, faded to black and white, tucked between the verse on struggle and the one about the light. A bookmark made a memory, a smile I've always known. Her picture in a Bible made this empty house a home. Yeah, her picture in a Bible will bring a grown man to his knees in a house that ain't a home.
The man from the city, his shoes were too clean, spoke of numbers on paper, a life I ain't seen. He unfolded a map on the hood of his car, said, son, this old dirt could take you so far. He pointed past a creek bed, a fence post, a pine, and said, everything here has a dollar sign, but the lines on that door frame where my brother stood tall, the names in the porch rail before they they could scrawl. The taste of the iron from down in the spring. You can't put a price on the song that they sing. He can talk about futures and fortunes to tell, but my roots go deeper, deeper than the well. My granddaddy's spirit is in that sycamore shade. His Bible's on the shelf, the pages are frayed. My father's own sweat turned this red clay to brown. The year that the coal seam stopped paying the town. This land took the bodies, it holds them today. You can have all the paper, I'm keeping the clay. Cause the lines on that door frame where my brother stood tall. The names in the portrait before they could scrawl. The taste of the iron from down in the spring. You can't put a price on the song that they sing. He can talk about futures and fortunes to tell, but my roots go deeper, deeper than the well. The dirt that you're trying to buy, it's the echo of laughter, the ghost of a cry. It's the callous hands praying when the winter was lean. It's the only real heaven this family has seen. Cause the lines on that door frame where my brother stood tall. The names in the portrait before they could scrawl. Taste of the iron from down in the spring. You can't put a price on the song that they sing. You can talk about futures and fortunes to tell, but my roots go deeper, deeper than a well. Yeah, my roots go deeper than a well. Go on, tell your boss my roots go deeper than a well. Sycamore Hill is where I stand, watching yellow monsters chew the land, scraping topsoil, pushing clay for a 6-lane asphalt artery. They took a sign for Miller's Creek. The water's buried, can't even speak. Just a grate beside the brand new curve where the quiet of the crickets is disturbed. Fields are turning into road. The creek is running in a pipe. They're trading harvest for the loads of lumber for the brand new strike. Houses all lined up in rows, and no one seems to know the price. When the fields are turning into roads, used to chase a firefly's glow right where that concrete curve is laid. Learned to drive a stick shift slow on a dirt path that the graders scrape. My father's hands all calloused brown, pulled a living from this very ground. Now his back porch view is just the wall of the new express, big box mall. Fields are turning in a row, the creek is running in a pipe. They're trading harvest for the loads of lumber for the brand new stripe. Of houses all lined up in rows, and no one seems to know the price. When the fields are turning in a row, say it's progress, say it's growth, a wider lane, a shorter drive. But every ton of asphalt's bold, a tomb for something once alive. A memory, a scent, a ghost, things a pocket full of cash can't buy. The fields are turning into rows, the creek is running in a pipe. Trading harvest for the loads of lumber for the brand new stripe. Of houses all lined up in rows, and God, I think we know the price. When the fields are turning in a row, when the fields are turning in a row.
There's a little plastic divider, like a line I shouldn't cross. Separates my weekly bread from someone else's loss. The numbers on the screen keep climbing high and bright, doing battle in my head beneath the pale fluorescent light. The engine block is cracked, the notice on the door is red, and the whisper of the scanner is a hammer in my head. And I'm screaming in the checkout line, but I don't make a sound. Just another ghost in this forgotten factory town. My face is hard as concrete, my wallet thin as rain. Yeah, I'm screaming in the checkout line and smiling through the pain. The kid wants candy, I say, son, maybe next week. He don't see the tremor in my hand or the lie behind my teeth. I got another 20 hours of overtime to chase, just to keep the rust from crawling all over this place. They say to pull your boots up, they they say to stand up tall, but my bootstraps turn to dust against this godforsaken wall. And I'm screaming in the checkout line, but I don't make a sound. Just another ghost in this forgotten factory town. My face is hard as concrete, my wallet's thin as rain. Yeah, I'm screaming in the checkout line and smiling through the pain. Say an honest dollar's worth the sweat upon your face, but that dollar's just a ghost now in this cold and busy place. And I'm praying that it clears, Lord, I'm praying that it clears. Been holding back the flood behind my eyes for all these years. And I'm screaming in the checkout line, but I won't make a sound. I'm another ghost in this forgotten factory town. My face is hard as concrete, my wallet's thin as rain. Yeah, I'm screaming in the checkout line and smiling through the pain. Yeah, I'm screaming in the checkout line, but I ain't making a sound. Just another ghost in this forgotten factory town. My soul is hard as concrete, my hope is thin as rain. Yeah, I'm screaming in the checkout line and smiling through the pain. Car slides through, approved. Just gotta make it to the truck. Preacher reads from Leviticus about the blood upon the land. Says a debt is owed for every soul taken by a brother's hand. He talks of God's all-seeing eye from his pulpit, clean and neat, but he don't walk past Miller's Creek when the mud gets on his feet. 'Cause the courthouse records burn to dust, the family Bibles fade. The names get worn right off the stones where the forgotten have been laid. You can tell your lies to the sheriff, you can whisper to your kin, but the words keep the score of every single sin. Old shotgun still out there, leaning on a sycamore. From the
day he went to settle up with the Miller boys next door. The Millers packed their trucks that night, said they were heading west. Never told a soul what they lay to rest in the forest's quiet chest. Courthouse records burned to dust, the family Bibles fade, the names get worn right off the stones where the forgotten have been laid. You can tell your lies to the sheriff, you can whisper to your kin, but the woods keep the score of every single sin. Truth's a root that grows down deep where the sun can't reach the stone, and kudzu vine will hide the shame and cover up the bone. Some say there's gold from an old bank job buried past the ridge's spine, guarded by the ghost of a man who thought that it was his to find. 'Cause the courthouse records burn to dust, the family Bibles fade, the names get worn right off the stones where the forgotten have been laid. You can tell your lies to the sheriff, you can whisper to your kin, but the woods keep the score of every single sin. Seasons turn, the snow will fall, the summer rains begin, but the woods keep the score of every single sin.
This creek ain't more than ankle deep, but it might as well be the sea. They drew the line with rifle smoke for your kin and for me. Your grandpa's Bible on the porch is our name under in red, and the stories that they whisper fill a young boy's head with dread. But I don't see the devil's eyes when I look into yours. Just the same tired blue sky beaten by the same old wars. They handed you a legacy of bitterness and blame, and told you that your last name's a weapon, not a name. I've seen you by the water's edge when the moon is pale and high. You trace the constellations, and I know you wonder why. This hate's a bitter heirloom that we're both supposed to claim, a fire that's burned 100 years, and we're just meant to feed the flame. But I don't see the devil's eyes when I look into yours. Just the same tired blue sky beaten by the same old wars. They handed you a legacy of bitterness and blame, and told you that your last name's a weapon, not a name. What if we laid these rifles down in the West Virginia dirt? What if the only blood that's spilled is the blood inside the hurt? Let the ghosts of all our fathers scream and holler from their graves. We don't have to be the water that this poison river saves. Cause I don't see the devil's eyes when I look into yours. Just the same tired blue sky, tired of the same old wars. They handed us a legacy of bitterness and shame, and told us that our last name's a weapon. It's just a name. It's just a name across the creek. Is that all it is?
That gravel road kicked up a cloud of rust and doubt the day you left. Said there's nothing for you here but busted knuckles and your father's dead. The sycamore, we carved our names and looks a little older now. And the creek's still whispering secrets that the city won't allow. And the far side of the mountains will be the moon. You talk of glass and pavement, I'm still singing the same old tune. There's a shadow in this valley, brother, I hope you understand. Is the shape of you not standing on this piece of worn out land. My hands are cracked with dirt and grease. Your
voice is clean and clear. You talk about the promotion, I talk about the deer. I saw your picture in a paper shirt, standing in a crowd, and for a second I forgot your face. I hope I said that out loud, 'cause the far side of the might as well be the moon. You talk of glass and pavement, I'm still singing the same old tune. There's a shadow in this valley, brother, I hope you understand. It's the shape of you not standing on this piece of worn out land. I got your letter yesterday, said you were doing fine, but did you taste the whiskey? Did you read between the lines? Does my voice even reach you now through all that static and the stone? Or am I just a memory you outgrew and left alone? And the far side of the might as well be the moon. You talk of glass and pavement, I'm still singing the same old tune. There's a shadow in this valley, brother, God hope you understand. It's the shape of you not standing on this piece of water near the far side of the might as well be the moon. I pray to God your concrete world will call you homeward soon, 'cause there's a shadow in this valley, Lord, I hope you understand. It's the shape of my own damn heart. This is my right land. Oh, just the wind on my side of the mountain. On the 2x4s, another day to wage the wars, against the war, against the grain, against the doubt that falls like rain. My level's true, my chalk line snapped. A whole world in the simple map. A prayer ain't just the words you speak, it's in the sawdust on your cheek. Let the joys be strong in the rafters sound for the family that'll gather round. Let the floors I lay not creak or bend, and be a place they can call a friend. May laughter echo in these halls I raise for all their nights and all their days. This ain't just wood and wire and stone, it's the only I've ever known. Cut straight and true by my design. I owe it hands that know the feel of honest work and heart and steel. Measure twice and cut just once a kind of faith for stubborn sons. Let the joys be strong and the rafters sound for the family that'll gather round. Let the floors I lay not creak or bend, and be a place they can call a friend. May laughter echo in these halls I raise for all their nights and all their days. This ain't just wood and wire and stone, it's the only prayer I've ever known. They say a carpenter long ago worked with his hands and watched things grow. He built his house on stone and faith, and I'm just trying to find my place in the scent of pine and the hammers fall, trying to listen for his call. Let the joys be strong and the rafters sound for the family that'll gather round. Let the floors I lay not creak or bend, and be a place they can call a friend. May laughter echo in these halls I raise for all their nights and all their days. This ain't just wood and wire and stone, it's the only prayer I've ever known. Yeah, this ain't just wood and wire and stone, it's the only prayer I've ever known.
This house don't breathe the way it did. The air is still and cold, just the groan of settling pine, a story getting old. Your rocking chair still sways a bit, like you just got up for a smoke, and a water ring is on the sill from the last soft words you spoke. And I can feel them in the floorboards, I can hear them in the walls, every laugh and every whisper, every time that grandma called. They're the knots here in the timber, they're the darkness in the stain. It ain't empty in this house, just got ghosts here in the grain. Saw your handprints in James Bible spine. From 100 Sunday mornings, holding on to every line, and the scar across the table from your pocket knife and razor. The year the creek ran high and black and turned another page, and I can feel 'em in the floorboards, I can hear 'em in the walls. Every laugh and every whisper, every time that grandma called. They're the knots here in the timber, they're the darkness and the stain. It ain't empty in this house, just got ghosts here in the grain. And I run my fingers over names carved in the pantry door. Am I just another marking? Will they feel me anymore? Am I just a future whisper, waiting for my turn to fade into the memory of the wood that all our calloused hands have made? And I can feel 'em in the floorboards, I can hear 'em in the walls. Every prayer and every secret, every stumble, every fall. They're the knots here in the timber, they're the whiskey and the rain. It ain't empty in this house, just got ghosts here in the grain. It ain't empty in this house,
Just ghosts in the grain.
just ghosts in the grain. Silence in our house had a weight to it, hung in the air like the winter frost. He come home with coal dust on his collar and count every single dollar that a long day cost. His heart was a lockbox made of rusted steel, and his pride was the only key. He just nodded his head when a thing was said. He never said he loved me. He never said he loved me, not in a way the preachers preach. But love ain't just a word you say, it's a lesson that you teach. It's in the broken things you made, the overtime you work till dawn. He never said he loved me, but he showed me all along. Up Ford with a rusted outdoor. He spent a week, Sundays underneath. Came back inside with grease on his face and laid the keys down on the kitchen reef. Sat on the bleachers in the pouring rain just to watch me lose the game. He just tipped his cap. my back a slap and never speak my shame. He never said he loved me, not in a way the preachers preach. But love ain't just a word you say, it's a lesson that you teach. It's in the broken things you mend, the overtime you work till dawn. He never said he loved me, but he showed me all along. Now I got a son of my own with his mother's eyes, and I find myself doing things the same old way. I check the tires, I fix his bike, I tell him it's alright, and I hope he understands the words I never sing. He never said he loved me, not in a way the preachers preach. But love ain't just a word you say, it's a lesson that you teach. It's in the broken things you mend, the overtime you work till dawn. He never said he loved me, but he showed me all along. Yeah, he never